Alright, and hello everybody, I'm the SweetBro27 and welcome to another Dokkan Battle video. Today we are in the NAPPA and VEGETA EZA event. Looking down here, we can see that they are weak to Earth-bred fighters. So this is the team that we are rocking with, and let's go ahead and dive in. So, you start off as NAPPA. So NAPPA leads Inhuman Deeds, category 4 key and 150 to stats, or Extreme AGL, 4 key and 100 stats. Not bad. His super attack effect greatly raises attack and defense 50% for one turn. Oops. Colossal damage to all enemies and lowers attack. He is an AoE unit. And then on his 18 key, he massively raises attack and defense. Mega colossal damage to the enemy and then greatly lowers defense. Alright. Not bad. He's getting a lot of stats on super massively. It's pretty huge. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. So, for his passive, he gets 2 key and 178% attack and defense at the start of turn. 5 key and launches an additional that has a high chance of becoming a super attack when HP is 78% or more. You're not going to get that very often, unfortunately. Being that high HP is just not common. He gets an additional 78% attack, but then the same turn after evading an attack, he gets an additional 78% attack and defense at the start of turn per existing enemy. He gets 1 key with each final blow delivered, up to 5, and then he exchanges with VEGETA on turn 4 when HP is 50% or less, and that's an automatic exchange. That's really... Wait. Okay, hold on. I know he has guaranteed dodge on his active skill or whatever, but 78% attack within the same turn after evading an attack. He has no dodge built into his passive. I know his active skill. I know what it does. But that's stupid. That's actually so stupid. I mean, he is going to be really good for World Tournament, though. 78% attack and defense per existing category. So yeah, it's probably going to be like Majunior as the best, then the cooler movie Piccolo, and then these guys in terms of how good they're going to be for World Tournament. Which I guess does have its merit, because World Tournament's not going to be going anywhere anytime soon. Then for his active skill, he loses 50% attack, and then he gets guaranteed dodge for 1 turn, and then can be activated on turn 3. That's actually so good. No HP restriction or anything. So if you got this guy slot 7, that would be like best case scenario every time. And then links. Looking at his links, they're actually terrible. Oh my god. Sam Warrior Race, Brutal Beatdown, Tough as Nails, Berserker, over 9,000, Shattering the Limit, Legendary Power. And then they're on Pure Sands, Terrifying Conqueror, Inhuman Deed, Space Traveling Warrior, and Sand Saga. So yeah, NAPPA is like actually a 0, not gonna lie. I mean, giving himself 5 key is nice. Oh. His 5 key is only if you're at 78% or more HP at the start of turn. Never mind, Nappa's actually terrible. I was thinking it was just the additional that mattered, but no, he's getting 2 key at the start of turn. But you have to be basically at 80% HP at the start of turn to get an extra 5 key, which you kind of need. Because you want to, obviously in like World Tournament, you're going to want to only launch the 12 key, but if you're using this guy legitimately, you only want to launch the 18 key. Because he gets massively... Yeah, no. NAPPA sucks. NAPPA's actually terrible. I was hoping there would maybe be some redeeming factor. I mean, if you could reliably get this guy into slot 7, that would be fine. But having to, like, survive just 1 turn with this guy? No. Okay. But then, once you enter the attacking turn, again, turn 4 and onward, and you're below 50% HP, you automatically turn into VEGETA. So VEGETA, on his 12 key, greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, colossal damage to the enemy, and then greatly lowers attack. And then for his 18 key, massively raises attack and defense, mega colossal damage to the enemy, and then massively lowers defense. Oh, right. His passive skill, he recovers 50% HP. Okay, that's actually pretty good. You get a full heal. That's once only, though. He gets 4 key and 200% to stats at the start of turn. That's pretty massive. He gets an additional 150% attack and defense when HP is 50% or more. That's pretty forgiving, actually. Guards all attacks for 3 turns from character's entry turn. I mean, that's good, but you can't control... You know what I mean? You can't... Because, like, if you didn't want to turn into this guy on turn 4, Yeah, you're getting the HP or whatever, but then your guard is limited. I don't know how I feel about that. Especially like with now like looking forward to what we have to expect with like all the stuff on JP. Those fights last forever. And only having guard for 3, I don't know how I feel about that. He gets an additional 3 key and 180% attack and defense when facing only one enemy. This dude is getting a lot of stats though. That's a lot of stats. He gets an additional 3 key and 180% attack and defense when there is a super class enemy. Alright. He gets an additional 3 key and super effective against all types when key is 18 or more. And then he performs a crit when key is 24. Alright, having crit and super effective against all types is kind of useless. Because they essentially do the same thing. Crit is better though. But, am I wrong? Or is this guy like actually really good? Like, with all the stuff that we actually have. I know what I just said about the guard or whatever. He might not be very defensive, but he's getting 200 at the start of turn. 3 key and 180% when facing one enemy. Another 180% if it's a super class enemy. And he could potentially be doing guaranteed crits with super effective against all types. And he's massively raising... Okay. I haven't personally seen any showcases of this guy and any of the difficult content that is currently on JP. He actually... This Vegeta seems relevant. Like, I know his stat... I would have to see, like, how high his defensive stat would be at the start of turn, and then how high would it be after super attacking. Because if he could get to a 1.5 million defense stat start of turn, post super attack, he would be able to eat Gogeta Blue's super attack. Because Gogeta Blue's super attack is 3 million. Once you, like, factor in, like, type disadvantage or type advantage and class advantage and class disadvantage or whatever... I believe, because if you massively raise, you're essentially doubling. So if you were at 1.5 million start of turn, I know you want to have guard. I actually don't know that Gogeta fight. I don't know what type he is in the final phase. Like, I don't know what he ends on. But if you were able to super attack with this guy first, he could actually be, like, super relevant. Plus, you're getting, like, 50% HP recovery. Although, what categories are they on again? Pure Saiyans doesn't really need help. Terrifying Conquerors, they're going to be going on Terrifying Conquerors. And Human Deed. Yeah, they're pretty much... You could run them on a Pure Saiyan team, I guess. Who leads Pure Saiyans? God Goku? Is that the only... Hold on. We're gonna pull this up real quick. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing, but... Turles leads it. This is a big buff to Turles. God Goku. Raditz. There are actually not that many Pure Saiyan leaders as I thought. The only good one on this list is actually God Goku. Because I know you're not going to be running Vegetas. Okay. Okay, good to know, good to know, good to know. But this Vegeta actually doesn't seem too bad. And I feel like going forward, he could actually be a relevant option. His link set is now Saiyan Warrior Race, Brutal Beatdown, Royal Lineage, Prodigies, over 9,000, shattering the limit, legendary power. He got Royal Lineage instead of Berserker, and Prodigies instead of what? What is Prodigies replacing? Tough as Nails? Oh, that sucks. I would much rather you have Tough as Nails. Yeah, I'm not going to say he's bad. And going forward, I feel like he... Like, in the current content, no, this guy is trash. Unless you can get him into slot 7, you know, pop that active or whatever and get your guaranteed dodge, like, that's fine. But outside of that, NAPPA is an absolute 0. And this is a character who would need to super attack first, and we don't have any difficult super class enemies at the moment. But 9th anniversary is right around the corner. We only have, like, what, 3 months, 4 more months, and then we'll have just all of that content flowing in, like, and then after that, you know, we're gonna have the worldwide download celebration, which is just going to be even more power creep, which could potentially have even more super class enemies. So yeah, Vegeta definitely seems interesting. I guess time will only tell, or if anybody has done a showcase for this character, you can see what their performance would look like there. I think overall, they're kind of bad because you can't ignore NAPPA. You can't ignore NAPPA. Like, even though the new content, the first couple of stages aren't nearly as difficult, And yeah, if he is in slot 7, you do get guaranteed dodge. That's too inconsistent. So I actually would say maybe this character is a bit of a 0. But Vegeta does seem interesting, and I could definitely see you getting some utility out of him. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the Vegeta and Nappa EZA. But that will be all for this time, guys. I've been the Sweeper27. I'm a variety Twitch streamer and an up-and-coming YouTuber trying to make it big in the world. I have a Twitter, a Twitch, a TikTok, and a YouTube, the links of which can all be found in the description of this video. But while you're down there, don't forget to like, subscribe, share me around, and leave me a comment, positive, negative, or indifferent. I would love just any sort of interaction I can get from you guys. But that will be all for now. So as always, I've been the Sweet Bro 27, and I am signing off.